for the students that were absent today. I'm going to go through it pretty quick. Pluto's Playhouse. There were several different arcade games to play. Each game requires a token, and then it gives you tickets. You earn tickets. At the end, tickets can be traded in for prizes. Pretty simple. So let's create a table over here on the side. You write one on yours. And we're just going to set this up to be coins and tickets. So we're just going to fill this in from what they've given us here. 3 coins is 12 tickets. So 3 coins, 12 tickets. 5 coins is 20 tickets. Go ahead and fill in your little table there real quick. Alright, so what pattern are you noticing between the number of coins and the number of tickets? Yes, ma'am? Autumn?
It's times by 4.
So we're multiplying by 4. Is that what you got, Faith? So right here for number 1, we're going to say that's being multiplied by 4. How many tickets? Okay, so this is kind of a little game they play. Now that you know it's being multiplied by 4, we say, well, what if we had 8 coins? How many tickets would we get? Well, what's 8 times 4? 32. So the answer for number 2 would be 32. And then they say, well, what if they got 48 tickets? How many coins did they put in?
24.
So, not 24.
Divided by 4.
That's right. We're going to divide by 4 and get 12. So the next thing they want us to do is create an equation that we could use to solve for any problem. So what we would have is the tickets is the number of coins times what? 4. So typically we put the 4 in front of the letter, so we have 4 times C, and we don't put a multiplication symbol or anything in there. When you get more math in a little bit, they might ask you to write an equation like this. Don't try to put a time sign in. Just put 4 and C. And on this, what kind of relationship is this? Is this additive or multiplicative? Multiplicative. Alright, down here on the bottom, what they want you to do is they want you to create one. But instead of it being multiplicative, they want you to create an additive relationship. So here's how you would do it. Okay? Think to yourself, okay, I want an additive relationship. So my tickets is going to be the number of coins plus some number. So I get to be creative here and figure out what number I want to go in the box. And then I will fill in my little arcade games using that equation. So then, yeah, you would go up here and you'd write down, pick a random number, 5 coins, and then add your number. So everybody's equations are going to look, or not equations. Well, yeah, your equations would look different, but also your numbers for coins and tickets would be different as well. For instance, Jackson, what number did you pick to go in your box? 10. So he might have like 2 coins and then he'd have 12 tickets. Okay? Madison, what number did you pick to go in your box? 2. So she might have 5 coins and 7 tickets. James, what number did you have in your box? 2. So you might have, let's say, 9 coins and 11 tickets. So everybody's would be a little bit different. What'd you pick? 10. That's a nice easy one. What'd you pick? 3. Okay, so I'm just going to come up or create mine real fast. You can come up with any number you want to. All right, go ahead and flip it over. Task 2 is to use these tables right here to create an equation. So we're going to do that. What we want to remember is that we're always looking at that relationship between x and y. How do I get from 2 to 16? There's going to be 2 different ways to do that. Yep. Add. How much would you add to it? 14. And then we could also multiply. What can we multiply it by? Jordan? 8. Alright, so let's see which one works. So is 4 plus 14 32? Is 4 times 8 32? I like to check with 3. What's 6 times 8? 48. So to create my equation, it's going to look like this. Remember, we want to use that standard y equals a number times x. So here we go. We're going to say y equals whatever x is times 8. So in this case, I said that y is 8 times x. So if I said that x is 8, what's 8 times 8? 64. Okay? Let's try B. Remember, we're looking at the relationship between x and y. So how do I get from 4 to 8? Carly? I add 4. Is that true here? 6 plus 4 is 10?
Yes.
And check one more. 8 plus 4 is 12.
Yes.
I've actually seen it work on 2 different ones, and then the third one told me, ooh, something's off. So that's important. So in this case, we're going to add 4. So I forgot. Is this one multiplicative or additive?
Multiplicative.
All right. Going back to B. Is B, we said plus 4. So I'm going to say x plus 4 is y. Is that multiplicative or additive? And then I'm not filling in the how do you know, because how do you know that's additive? Our brain, we see that's an addition problem. All right. I'm glad that it's simple and basic for you. All right, let's look at C real quick. How do we get from 3 to 2? Not plus 1. Subtract 1. Is that the same from getting to 6 to 5? How about 12 to 11? So my equation is going to be y equals x minus 1. Is that multiplicative or additive? If you had to pick one, what would it be? Additive. Remember that subtraction can be changed to addition, as well as adding and subtracting are cousins. And the last one here, how do I get from 10 to 5? I divide by 2. Is that true here? From 20 divided by 2 is 10. So 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Notice how I moved to the first whole number one because that was easier for me. And then I came up with my answer and then I checked it with some of these other ones. So I'm dividing by 2. So my equation can look 2 different ways. Check this out. Y is x divided by 2. Remember to show your division like that. Also, it could be y is 1/2 times x. 1/2 of x is y. Cool, huh? Is that multiplicative or additive? Okay. Task 4 is pretty quick. All we have to do is say if it's additive or multiplicative. I'll read it real quick and you decide. A savings account has $400 in it, then X number of dollars is added. What is the total balance of the savings account? Do you think that's additive or multiplicative? So put an A there for additive. The cost of a ticket to the movie theater is priced $7.50 each, where Y is the total cost and X is the number of tickets. Is that additive or multiplicative? Cookies cost $2.50, where Y represents the total cost of X number of cookies. Additive or multiplicative? If I got 10 cookies, how much would it cost? Would it cost $12.50 or would it cost $25? I multiply how many boxes of cookies I want times 250. And the last one, the water company charges $40 connection fee. The water costs X dollars. What is the total cost? Please summarize today's lesson in 5 words or less. Please remember, you're not saying this lesson was easy, but you're telling something that you learned. Once you finish with that, you can get on Get More Math.